So now let's buy the domains and configure them in a way that you have the highest probability of getting into the inboxes of the people that you want to target or send cold emails out to. Okay, so we buy the domains from Google with G Suite because it just makes things much easier, and it's just one of the easiest tools that you can use, right? You can always, if your emails start inboxing, great. If after a certain point of time, sometimes it happens, is if your emails start going to the spam box and you cannot do anything to get them out of the spam box, you buy a new domain and you do the same process over again, right? But you won't have to do it if you stick to what we have planned. But just using Google makes it way easier, because G Suite also integrates with all the other tools that we need to use to send out cold emails, and it's the easiest one to configure. So without getting into the tech overwhelm, you can actually start cold emailing and getting into the inboxes of your prospective audience without really the struggle. So let's go over and buy a domain. I'm going to do it live, and we're going to do the DMARC, we're going to easy forward, and we're going to go over everything, so don't worry about that. So first, let's go over to Google Domains. So the way you do it is either type in domains.google.com or just search for it, right? So let's get a domain from here. Let's see if Titan cold email Titan training. That's a long domain. So let's think of a shorter domain, and you don't want your main website domain to be the one that you use for emailing, because if it gets blacklisted, which is a possibility down the line when you're sending out hundreds of cold emails every single day, if it gets blacklisted, none of your emails from even your main website are going to inbox, right? So you don't want to do that. So to avoid that, you buy another domain. So if my program was Cold Email Titans, I would do coldemailtitantraining.com or something shorter, which I'm thinking of right now as we speak. So let's think of something and put it in here, and let's see if it's available. So let's do Cold Email Titans. Instead of the S, we're using a Z, so that gives it a higher probability of being available. Let's see if that's available. Okay, that's available, so I'm just going to add it to the cart, and you probably will save a few dollars here and there if you use the other products. But right now it's I am in India right now, so this is my local currency. It shows 860 per year, right? So let's go over, and it's added to the cart. Now let's check out. And you want to make sure that you have this enabled, business starter, right? So let's go and put in my details, Prashant Sharma, and let's just call it Cold Email Titans. Username, let's instead of Cold Email Titans, let's just call it Prashant at Cold Email Titans. Make sure you use your name. That just is a lot more personal than using something like admin or sales or contact. That's not going to work, and that's probably going to get filtered out as updates or probably end up in spam. So use your first name here, and let's check out. Okay, then I'm going to just put in my credit card information and check out, and I'll resume the video once I'm done with that. So now we've bought coldemailtitans.com. It's just registering it. Probably will take a couple of seconds, so let's wait. Okay, now it's done. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to go under DNS, and the instructions are also here, right? You go to the DNS, then go to custom resource records. Okay, DNS, and use custom resource records. This is where you'll find it. Then you put in DMARC, copy this, paste it in here. It is a text record, so we put in select text. Okay, let me scroll down so you can see. Close this out. Text, and you let it remain at 1 hour, and you copy paste this entire thing. Okay, add. Okay, and that's it. That's all you really have to do in the DNS. Now you just got to forward this coldemailtitans.com. So coldemailtitans.com redirects to coldemailtitan.com. Okay, you want to make sure that if somebody visits coldemailtitans.com, they get redirected to Cold Email Titan. How do you do that? Let me show you how you do that. All you really have to do is come here and select websites, click on forward domain, and forward it to coldemailtitan.com. Permanent. Forward. And that's that. That's all you really need to do. Now, we've bought the domain. We've set up the G Suite. Just by buying it, you just got configured. There should be an email that sends you all the details. We've set up the DMARC. We have forwarded the domain, and now let's get ready, get the email ready for mailing, and that's the process we call warming up. Another thing that you need to do really is, I actually paused the video, I was thinking about hiding this part, but I'm going to change it anyway. So once you register the new domain, it's going to send you this email. Your new coldemailtitans.com account gives you the temporary password as well. So all you really have to do is click on sign in and use the username that they have mentioned here, the email address. So this is going to be your email login, right? And the temporary password, they're going to send it, and I recommend that you change it as soon as you get it. But once you log in, this is what you're going to see, right? Using this username and this password, they're going to send you via email. Once you sign in by clicking here, using the temporary password, it's going to take you to the page that you saw, and now it's going to ask you to create a new password. Okay, you do that, and I'm going to create a new password, and I'm going to just unpause the video after that. So I've created the new password, and once I do that, it's going to take me directly to my inbox. Now it has 3 emails. Okay, it has 3 different emails in here. It's Prashant at, let me show you the emails, Prashant at coldemailtitans.com. So now you have your domain ready, you have your email ready, and the only thing left to do before you start mailing out is warming up your email address. Okay, and we're going to talk about that in the next video. So we've covered buying the domain, setting up the G Suite, setting up the DMARC, forwarding the domain, and getting the email ready to work. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.